Hi all, so I'm just going to show you how to make this lovely little round face scrubby. This has a really good texture on it which makes it extra scrubby, and this is called the lemon peel, also known as seed stitch or moss stitch, but it's a really simple technique that gives this beautiful texture. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so all we need is obviously your cotton. This is 100% mercerized cotton, but any cotton will do. Your hook, as this is full ply, I'm using a 3mm, and then pair of scissors, snip your yarn at the end. So I'm going to do this with the magic loop. So for that, you just want to hold your thread there, wrap it around over, then hold it out of the way for the second. Go underneath that loop you made and grab that thread and just gently pull it through. And then you want to grip it there so you can take your fingers out and get your working yarn, get it all lined up. Then you want to hold that in place, give it a little tug, yarn over and pull through, and that's now secured it in place. You can let go and it doesn't fall apart. Okay, now for this one we're going to need to do, I'm going to do 6 single crochets to start with, and then we'll get into the pattern. I find that's easier to start with. So we've already got our one chain there, so we're just going to go through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through the 2. So that's our first single crochet. This would be double crochet for UK terms. Okay, so we're just going to do 6 of these. You'll be able to count the V's to see how many you got. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Take your tail end here and just pull, and it's going to close that up so that it becomes a circle. See, give it a really good tug. You want it to be well and truly secure. Okay, and then we're just going to slip stitch into that first chain. Okay, and there, very tinily, we've created the centre of our stitch. You see that little centre there? That's what we've just created. I'm going to follow the normal increase route for a basic circle. No matter what pattern you're using, it could be any pattern, they're all going to have the same type of increase in the round. Now I've got it wrote down here for the single and half double crochets I was doing, but you always start with your 6 or whatever number you've chosen, but you increase it, and then you're going to increase and double it to 12 in this case because we started with 6, and then the next row you'll do whatever stitch you've chose, and then you'll do an increase, and all the way around you'll do that 1 stitch and then an increase. The next row round would be 2 of your normal stitches and an increase, and it builds up around. This will be available for each pattern of mine on my blog, so do check for that, and then you can see how to do the basic circle increase. So as we've just started with 6, we need to go into 12, so let's come in a bit closer a minute. Okay, as this is the lemon peel, we're going to do 1 single crochet, that's UK double crochet, and then we're going to do 1 double crochet, which is UK treble crochet, in each stitch around, because we're increasing to double our stitches. So for the first stitch, obviously we want to do a single crochet, so we're just going to chain 1, and then the next stitch we're going to yarn over and go into that same place that we slip stitched into. I'm going to yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, try not to split your yarn, this yarn does tend to split a little, and then yarn over and pull through 2 again, and that's your first one. So now we're going to go into the next stitch, and remember we're doing a single crochet, so we're just going to go through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, then yarn over into the same stitch, yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. This one seems to be particularly splitty at the moment, I apologise. But we're just going to follow this all the way around. So for UK that's a double crochet and then a treble crochet, and for US that's a single crochet and a double crochet. Just one of each into every stitch around so that we have 12 stitches by the time we reach back round to the beginning. If you're not sure whether you need to go in one, you can always count one of things. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So I have done my stitches. Almost took us up to 14 then. We didn't want to do that, did we? So you're going to slip stitch into that beginning again. And that's your second round complete. Now this is where it gets a little tricky because we're doing increases. You're not always going to get the double crochets with the single crochets and the single crochets with the double crochets like you would on the straight. If you've seen the straight one that I done, you always had a double crochet above a single crochet and a single crochet above a double crochet. But because we're doing increases, that's going to switch. So all you need to remember is to always be doing a single crochet and then a double crochet. Or in UK terms, always be doing a double crochet and a triple crochet. As long as you don't change your pattern, don't worry about what's below it, okay? You'll still get a beautiful texture. So the first stitch, we want to just chain one, because remember we're doing a single crochet first. Now the next row here, we're going to go up to 18 stitches. So the first row stitch has 1 in, but the next stitch will have 2 in. And then it's 1 stitch and then an increase stitch. So every other stitch will have 2. So the first stitch, obviously we're going to do single crochet, so the next stitch over is what we're going to go into next. We need to do a double crochet and a single crochet, and then the next stitch is just a double crochet on its own, and then the next stitch is a single crochet and a double crochet together. So next stitch is just a single crochet on its own, and then a double crochet and a single crochet together, and just work like this all the way around until you get back to the beginning, and you should have 18 stitches, okay? And just remember, follow the pattern that you're doing on that round. Don't worry about what's below it, just do a single crochet and then a double crochet, or a double crochet and then a treble crochet for UK. Now, if you've done it right, you'll always finish with a double. That's an increase stitch on the end of your row, as well as always finish with a double crochet or treble crochet UK. So again, you want to slip stitch into the top of your chain, and that's your next row complete. So the next row, following a normal circle pattern, we're going to do 2 basic stitches and then an increase stitch, 2 basic stitches, then an increase stitch. Now remember, we're just going to follow the same thing of a single crochet, then a double crochet, then a single crochet, and then double crochet all the way around. And what you're going to want to end up with is 24 stitches. Okay, so you do that, and I'll meet you back here. Okay, back to the beginning again. And again, you're going to slip stitch into the top of that chain. And there's your next round. Okay, so the next round after, we're going to increase to 30 stitches. So for that, we're going to do 3 normal stitches and then an increase stitch. 3 normal stitches, then an increase stitch. Okay, so do that all the way around. Remember, just follow the single crochet, double crochet pattern and you can't go wrong. So on the first one you'd have a single crochet, a double crochet, a single crochet, and then you'd have your increase row, which is a double crochet and a single crochet in one. So I'll meet you back here when we've done this all the way around. So I've completed that round. We now have 30 stitches. So 6, 12, 18, 24 and 30. Okay, we need to come out a little so that you can actually see as it gets bigger. So the next we're going to 36, and for that we're just going to once again increase 1 extra stitch in between. So we're now going to do 4 straights, then an increase stitch, then 4 straight stitches, then an increase stitch all the way around, and you'll have 36 stitches when you're finished. Okay, so I'll see you back once we've done that. Okay, so we now have 36 stitches, and we're going to do our 5th row, which is our final row. 5th row? I can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Our 7th row, I apologise. We're going to be doing our 7th row, which is our final row, and this time round you're going to have 5 normal stitches and then an increase. And again, we're sticking with the same pattern, so we're going to chain 1. That counts as our first stitch, then double crochet into the next stitch, single crochet in the next, double crochet in the next. So that's 1, 2, 3 and 4. Single crochet makes 5, and then an increase stitch, so we'll do a double crochet and a single crochet in that stitch, and we'll repeat that pattern all the way around. So for UK people, that means we do treble crochet, a double crochet, treble crochet, a double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, double crochet, and then we do a treble crochet, then we do a double crochet and a treble crochet in the same stitch. Okay, so hopefully anyone working with either UK or American terms knows what they're doing on this. So just keep doing that until we go all the way around. This is our last one, which as usual you finish on a double, and you finish on a double stitch or a treble stitch UK. Then slip stitch into that last one, then chain 1 to snip your yarn off, pull that tail through, and just give it a little wiggle to even out all your stitches. If you're like me and you tend to poke through the middle, you just need to re-even it out. And there is your completed stitch. Now make sure when you secure this to weave in the ends, tie a little knot right down in the end and give a really good tight before you weave in the ends. That will keep this from coming out, so make sure to tie the knot around a leg. Don't just tie it in this, tie it around a piece of stitch. and then when you're weaving the ends it'll be secure and it won't come undone. So you want to weave in both ends. And as you can see, you can't even see where I've woven the ends really, but it's secure and that stitch is not coming out. I'm really pulling it and it still stays as a tight little circle. Okay, so that's how to do a simple round lemon pill stitch face scrubby. Okay, I hope that's helpful. Enjoy making all your scrubbies. Bye!